Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, today is Thursday, January 22nd. The time right now is 10:13 a.m. So let's jump into it, guys. I will be using all 6 decks for this reading. Okay, so, and also I will be using charms as well with the initials and the symbols. So like I said, please take what resonates whenever you see this, and let's jump into it. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for January 22nd? What do they need to know for January 22nd, please, for the collective at this time? What does the collective need to know at this time for January 22nd? What messages do you have for the collective for January 22nd, please? So what messages do you have for the collective for January 22nd? What do they need to know for January 22nd? Thank you. Okay, so we have here 1 hour, okay? There could be something happening in about 1 hour, or you guys could be finding out some type of information in about 1 hour. Now, this could be clear communication when it comes to either an email. This could be an email that you guys are receiving, or a text message, but there is something about clear communication showing up in this energy. Okay, for some of you guys, when it comes to ice skating, now ice skating could be very significant for those who live in a colder environment or country, but when it comes to navigating your emotions or achieving balance when it comes to your emotions, you guys are focusing on peace right now. Maybe you guys could have dealt with certain things where you guys could have faced certain challenges, okay? Or you guys could have felt like there was a blockage in your energy, but you guys are moving forward, okay? So, Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time, please? Thank you. So 1 week could be very significant from today's reading. Okay, something could be happening in about 1 week. Okay, we also have here You've Done It, Celebrate, and we also have West Indian. So again, when it comes to you guys connecting to your ancestry, now some of you may be West Indian, you don't have to be, but for some of you guys, when it comes to your roots, connecting to your roots, your ancestry, divination, tarot, you know, hoodoo, voodoo, that kind of stuff could be very significant for some of you that resonate with that. And also when it comes to learning about religion and kind of getting a better understanding about where your ancestors stand with you could also be significant. They could also be giving you insights as well. Okay, for some of you guys, when it comes to stability, you guys are focusing on that and grounding yourself. Now, we also have expansions when it comes to Jupiter. Like I said, when it comes to growth and abundance, you guys are working towards that. Okay. Some of you may have beautiful eyes, but again, this is about intuition for some of you guys, having spiritual insight. So some of you may have beautiful eyes, or someone could think that you have beautiful eyes. Okay. Okay, so someone of the ages of 60 to 100 could be very significant. Okay, so take what resonates with that. You could have dealt with somebody of that age group, okay, but your intuition is also guiding you, okay, when it comes to this energy. We also have Make a Wish, okay, so again, some of you guys could be making a wish. If this is an ancestor that's protecting you, okay, they could be telling you to make a wish, because right now you guys could be in spiritual alignment, okay, when it comes to this energy. So handbag and duffel bag wanted to show up. Now, for some of you guys, this could be about stepping into your independence. Now, there is something about unresolved issues that could be showing up in the energy at this time. Maybe you and someone else has an unresolved issue. But for some of you guys, when it comes to independence or personal strength, you guys are showing up as very strong when you're dealing with this situation. For some of you guys, if this is somebody who's older than you, like if it's not an ancestor, okay, so again, what West Indian could be very significant. You could have been dealing with somebody of the ages of 60 to 100, okay, who keeps trying to ruffle the energy. For whatever reason, I feel like there's somebody in your energy who they're mad because you are expanding when it comes to your growth, okay? You are growing as an individual, and there's something about maturity, okay? So there is something about you being more mature than somebody else in your energy who is of the ages of 60 to 100. Okay, there's something about dealing with somebody when it comes to facing challenges, and the challenges that you guys could be facing right now could be somebody who's older than you of that age group. Okay, so while you're trying to move forward with your abundance, okay, while you're trying to move forward with, grounding yourself and having stability, okay, manifesting, certain things that you want in your life. So manifestations are very significant. You guys can be dealing with people, like I said, in your energy right now who you have a lot of wisdom about a situation, okay? Again, you guys are protecting your energy, and there is something about unresolved issues. Okay, so like I said, when it comes to handbags and duffel bags, you guys are leaving a situation behind when it comes to this energy. Seeking your own abundance and seeking your own prosperities are very significant. We have initials F. Okay, some of you guys could be dealing with somebody with those initials, or this could be you or them. We have initials U. We have initials B, and then we also have initials A. Okay, so take what resonates with that. Those initials could be very significant. There's no dates, so dates might not resonate right now, but there is something about the energy where there's something about 1 hour that's very significant. Again, when it comes to your physical strength, you grounding yourself and dealing with somebody in your energy who does not ground themselves could be very significant. And also listening to your intuition about this individual could also be very significant too, okay? Like I said, if you're dealing with somebody who doesn't do the inner work, they don't do the inner healing, again, past energy could be very significant when it comes to releasing, letting go. You guys are traveling and moving forward. So handbag and duffel bag means that you guys are either traveling or there's something about you expanding, moving forward, okay? Leaving behind either a situation, a person, or a place that no longer serves you, okay? Because their energy, it might be toxic, okay? Even if they sit in this energy of, I'm innocent, woe is me, whatever the case is, there is this energy of somebody using their age as an excuse for their bad behavior. Okay, not sure who resonates with that message, but there's something about someone using their age, meaning if they're the ages of 60 to 100, there's something about them using their age as an excuse for them to do the bad behavior that they do. Okay, because they think that they can get away with it because of their age. Okay, so for some of you dealing with people of that age group, unfortunately, that is what's happening right now in this energy why you guys are protecting yourselves a lot as of recently and having a lot of boundaries at this time. It's because you guys are dealing with people of this age group who think that it's okay to act dumb, or it's okay to be stupid, or it's okay to play on the age card. Okay, it's like, oh, I'm a specific age, so let me be an asshole to you, excuse my language, collective. Okay, or it's because of my age, so let me be this way towards you, let me use my age as an excuse to hurt the collective. Okay, so it's just like a kid, okay? If you see a kid screaming, kicking on the floor, acting very belligerent, okay, are you going to say, oh, that's just my child, that's just how my child is? No, you're going to correct that bad behavior. And that is the problem with some people. They don't want to correct their bad behavior. They would rather use excuses, okay, for their bad behavior instead of taking accountability and saying, you know what, maybe I am an ass. Okay, instead of saying that, they would rather say, oh, because of my age, that is why I am the way that I am. No. Okay, a lot of people go through a lot of things. A lot of people go through a lot of trauma. Okay, trigger warning. A lot of people go through a lot of abuse, and you don't see them abusing other people around them because they went through abuse. It's not an excuse. Okay, it's not an excuse for the collective. I'm sorry. Like, usually I don't really talk about certain things like that, but that's not an excuse. Okay, so yeah, for some of you guys, like I said, you guys are letting go and letting it flow. Okay, releasing when it comes to, people around you, places, trusting that, you guys are going to move forward into a newer environment that allows you to be yourself, allows you to be authentic, and doesn't allow people to judge you for who you are. Okay, while you're there minding your business and allowing other people to be their authentic self, you have other people who are older than you or the same age as you who judge you for you being how God made you or how the universe made you, while they sit there and watch you being your authentic self, and they're sitting there miserable in their own life because you're being true to you. You're not putting on a facade. You're not putting on a show. You're not putting on a persona. Okay, that's for sure. Okay, and for some of you guys, people are upset that for once the collective is saying, you know what, you guys want to be that way. You can be that way in your own energy, but I'm not going to take that with me. And you may have some people upset with you guys as a collective and soul tribe because of the fact that you're no longer allowing people to walk all over you, or you're no longer allowing people to think that it's okay to be disrespectful in your energy. Okay? You're putting your foot down, you're saying what needs to be said or not. Okay, maybe you're leaving things, the way that they are. But when it comes to people thinking that because they're at a specific age in their life and they think that because I'm older than you, I can be disrespectful to you, it doesn't work like that. Okay, it's a new generation, it's a new time, it's a new era. Okay, so it doesn't work like that. Respect is given both ways. Okay, it doesn't work like that. And for our collective, I guess where I'm coming from is we are teaching the older generation that it doesn't work like that, okay? It doesn't matter how long you've been on this earth. It doesn't matter how long you've done what you've done. Respect goes both ways. Just because you're an adult doesn't mean that it's okay for you to speak to somebody in the collective the way that you do because you think, because you have the authority, that it's okay. And that is why I'm proud of the collective right now, because you guys are putting up boundaries and you guys are showing people like, hey, just because you tolerate disrespect doesn't mean that I will. There's a difference. Okay, so you guys are releasing and letting go. You guys are making adjustments when it comes to your goals. Okay, being in preparation could be very significant as well. And I hate to sound preachy, but it's true, okay? I'm speaking to the collective because it's true. Okay, some of you guys, when it comes to urban rhythm, hustle and flow, being streetwise, okay, street smart, could be very significant. There's something about you guys being very social, okay, and how you come across when it comes to people, places, and things. Okay, elephants are very significant as well, especially when it comes to remembering who you are. For some of you guys, grounding yourself is very significant, but when it comes to remembering who you are, elephants, okay? For some of you guys are royalty, okay? You guys were meant to be in this timeline or this time frame as royalty. So when I say you guys are royalty, I mean like your lineage. For some of you guys who are West Indian, you don't have to be, but there's something about roots, okay, and connections. There is something about your energy where you don't tolerate crap from anybody, okay? For some of you guys, there's something about your ancestry line where you may be okay, like to say, you know what, I'm not going to say anything, I'll let it pass, but your ancestors don't play with you. Okay, there's something about your ancestors protecting you from an energy at this time where, you guys could feel like there's something that's off about the energy. And you're right. There is something off about the energy because your ancestors are protecting you from somebody who does not serve you in your energy. Okay, so while you guys are royalty, you guys could have been, lowering your vibrations for people who didn't even deserve to be in your energy is another thing that could be very significant. And the reason why I'm saying it like that is because it's true. You guys are very nice. You guys are very sweet. Okay. You guys are very giving. You guys are very smart. Okay, you guys are very loving. You guys are a collective of people who unfortunately had a bad apples, a group of bad apples of people who made you think differently about the world because of how people treated you, because they didn't know to sit down with their shadows and learn to heal their own shadows. They would have rather projected their insecurities onto you guys. instead of learning to heal themselves and better themselves as an individual. Like, a lot of people don't see this, but it doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how many cars you've bought. It doesn't matter how many houses you've had, how many wives or husbands you've had, how many kids you've had. If you're a bad person, you're just a bad person. Okay? If you're just an evil individual, it doesn't matter how you show up to the world. People will see you for who you are. Okay, a lot of times people will sit there and talk about us as the collective, like, oh, you're ungrateful, you're this, you're that, you're whatever. Okay, why are people saying that to the collective? Because the collective decided to take care of themselves for once. Okay, so for some of you guys, when it comes to giving people butterflies, you could give people butterflies. Okay, your energy could make people nervous because of what you know. Okay, and how you show up in this energy as well. So that could be very scary for some of you guys when it comes to dealing with people. People may think that, oh, I don't want to deal with the collective because they make me nervous. Yeah, warning, misalignment, okay? There's something about your intuition that's alerting you at this time for you to take caution about a situation as well. Also, quiet confidence, so inner knowing without noise, okay? There's something about that. You guys know something, okay? You guys know something about a situation. That is why you guys are not saying anything. You guys are just trusting. Okay, now for some of you, this is a past life connection, okay, and there is something about sudden stillness. So yeah, there's something about you pausing or being in awareness at this time when it comes to this shift. Okay, for some of you guys could have went through an upgrade. So this is about you guys going through an awakening, and also messages from your guides could be very significant. Like I said, okay, you guys are showing up when it comes to this energy where you guys could be protecting yourselves, protecting your energy, protecting what you guys are building, what you guys are creating, even when it comes to protecting yourself emotionally. Because again, like I said, you guys are tired of being around people who are insensitive to other people, or the comments that they make and they think it's funny. So yeah, you guys are protecting yourself. You guys are focusing on yourself. When it comes to individuality, you guys are going through an awakening, or you guys have been awakened. Okay, when it comes to Neptune energy, this is about your dreams, okay, memories, okay. Photography could be very significant in spirituality, but you guys are showing up as strong because you guys are taking action. Okay, now Capricorn energy is very significant too when it comes to gathering information. Some of you guys could be gathering information about a situation. Okay, and even when it comes to you guys being persistent and your hard work is paying off right now. Someone can see that you guys are working really hard and it's paying off. Okay, I'm gonna pause this for a second. Sorry guys, this deck fell on the floor. So yeah, when it comes to you guys taking action, now you guys could be gathering information before you take a leap of faith on something. But again, when it comes to like your intention, like I said, action about, you know, your memory, remembering who you are. So this is about ancient knowledge and wisdom. Okay, for some of you guys, you don't need books, but books are very helpful when it comes to what it is that you guys are doing. Okay, so we have sunflowers that are very significant when it comes to optimism, joy, okay, freedom as well. When it comes to horses, we are in the year of the horse. So again, when it comes to your strength, spiritual journey, you guys are showing up as very strong. Okay, Saudi Arabia could be very significant when it comes to resources. You guys are stepping into your own wealth and power, or there is something about being very disciplined when it comes to your resources. Okay, some of you guys hold a very sacred authority about yourself as well when it comes to your power. Okay, you guys are protected at this time, but ancient wisdom, like I had mentioned before, is very significant, and owls are also significant too. So you may resonate with owls as a spirit animal, or my right ear just started ringing as well. So even when it comes to receiving downloads, that could be very significant as well. But when it comes to wisdom, intuition, and hidden knowledge, you guys are showing up as someone who has it, you know, down packed, right? You guys know what you guys are talking about, or you guys have an idea about what it is that you guys want and how you move forward to it. Okay, so initials X could be very significant. We have initials K, we have initials W. Okay, we also have initials Z, we have initials A, we have initials X again, okay, and then we also have initials K, okay, and let's see. Okay, so keys could be very significant. Okay, unlocking new opportunities or unlocking doors to success. Also, when it comes to like heart chakra, unlocking your heart could be very significant. The color blue is intuition. So you guys could be opening up when it comes to your intuition and what you love to do, and also learning about what it is that you love to do. Okay, stars could be very significant. We have black and white stars. So shining your light could be very significant, but also when it comes to yin yang energy, okay, having duality when it comes to divine masculine, feminine, good versus bad, okay, light versus dark, that could be very significant. And also dragonflies could be very significant as well for some of you guys. So for some of you that resonate with dragonflies, either you guys could be seeing dragonflies, okay, around you. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are seeing dragonflies, okay? It could just mean that you know, you guys may resonate with dragonflies, okay? But for some of you that resonate with it, there is something about you guys going through like a transformation when it comes to like, you know, being adaptable and when it comes to change and growth, okay? Now, for some of you guys, this is about clarity and also when it comes to light and joy, okay? For some of you guys too, Asia could be very significant and also Europe, okay? Because I think in Asia, this means good luck. For some of you guys, like ancient Chinese, I think emperors, if I'm not mistaken, resonated with this as good luck. So, yeah, luck could be on your side when it comes to a loved one visiting you from another realm as well. So that could be significant as well. Yeah, you guys can have people like protecting you, like I said, at this time, okay? And even when it comes with like yourself and your maturity, okay, moving past, you know, these illusions that we've created about ourselves could also be very significant too, okay? So I'm going to end it here, guys. Obviously, you know, please take what resonates with you whenever you see it. And again, thank you for supporting my page and channel and what it is that I'm building at this time. And I'll see you guys next time. All right, guys, love you so much. And thank you once again. You guys can check me out on YouTube. I'm also posting on TikTok, and you guys can check out my website, which is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. All right, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye.